everybody, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. I accidentally misnamed the stream. We're actually on episode 8. So if you want to see the previous episodes, they're still available on my history. I have to move them over to YouTube later. But yeah. We're gonna keep progressing forward. We left off on quite a cliffhanger. We had been discovered. We discovered a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, aka another clone of me, essentially, who escaped the Far Zenith's rebels. Rebels, I say, as if they're freaking... There we go. We're gonna get a nice recap here. Perfect.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. These things are from a futuristic society.
Get through to Varl on the clone.
Ah! Hope I can knock it down. Projectile spears have never let me down. Big booms. And fire arrows, and acid arrows, and then we'll put a shock trip caster here, because why not?
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? If it has any weak spots. That thing's quick. I needed that.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I didn't do anything! I don't have any more blast plate, so
I need more of this ammo.
come on. Perish! Woo.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
We got him, guys! I gotta make sure I visit those sisters again and be like, yeah, your boomstick is the best thing I've used in this entire game. This whole trip has just been boomstick as the answer.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aaron is kind of hot-headed, so I highly doubt he will stay in cover, especially once you appear.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
Come in! Hold on, my boy!
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield. Hide it. Take that thing down. Didn't find anything, no? A heavy weapon. That could help.
This thing? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to, like, see if I could detach this.
Maybe something other than fire.
Can I... Okay, so I have to shoot it off? Is that what I have to do?
Shield down! It's on the move!
Alright. Now he's more aggressive. Let's see. Explosive. I've never been great at shooting parts, but I guess it's time to get a little bit better about that.
Keep them coming! Come here!
A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Hell yeah, we got another one,
Don't mind
boys!
if I do.
Wow, that... Aloy, get out of there!
Oh,
Much better.
Use this! You got its weak spot. You want me to hit you again?
ah. So one of the things that makes enemies super interesting in Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's something that I'm just not used to because of a consequence of how most other enemies in other games work, they track where they know you're gonna go towards and your behavior
Aaron, I'm
patterns,
here.
and they adapt to them.
Watch out! That thing shoots down the center.
And
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
basically,
The second you need me, I'm there.
it's not a case of you can't dodge it, because it's actually
I might be
pretty
able
easy
sneak up on
to...
it. If I stay out of its line of fire.
It's actually pretty easy to juke if you pay attention. But my habit is just, oh, it's attacking. Let me dodge left or right to avoid that attack. And the creature is already seeing me move. Well, it's always, Horizon Zero Dawn's always had adaptive AI, but it's more like the creature saw me already moving towards the right. It's going to assume I'm dodging towards the right. And in like 80 to 90% of the cases, it's correct, and it'll hit me. And that's why, and that's part of the reason I keep dying so often, is like, my immediate response is, if I use a dodge, I essentially have an iframe, so I might as well just dodge in the same direction. And that's not true. So it follows me, it swings in the same direction I'm dodging, so that it hits me. But if I, for example, keep running to the right, it's getting ready to attack, so it's calculating where I'm moving. And then I just dodge to the left, you'll notice it's still attacked to the right because that's where I was running moments prior. It's something that'll become more obvious once we actually start fighting again. Basically, yeah.
Get down! It's on the move! I could use it against the Spectre. Now this is a find.
What? What?
Get out of there!
just happened?
I'm not giving up.
Ah! Why do I keep blowing up suddenly? Is he tossing bombs and I just don't see him? Oh, he's got little flies or something that just fly around and kick my ass for whatever reason. I just realized what he said. That's fantastic.
Can't beat Asaram Forest.
Bro. Woo!
You don't hurt me that easy.
These freaking insect things. Ah! Oh my god!
Still in this fight.
Ah! Screw you, man.
Now we're talking.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Didn't this thing have some loot? Where'd it go? Where's my loot? Angie! Oh, there it is. I'm happy now.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now! Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
I love the game so far, and I knew I would. It's just I didn't have the time to play it until recently. But the story's been super interesting, and every time I feel like I'm reaching a limit to it, it keeps going, which has been a pleasant surprise. But it's also meant that this has carried on longer than I honestly expected it to. But that's not a bad thing all the time. There's a lot of really interesting story. The world of Horizon is very fascinating to me, so it's kind of similar to Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, where I'm really happy just to keep finding these little nuggets of lore everywhere and to explore different areas. I will say it is overwhelming sometimes with the amount of stuff that's on the map that you just keep passing by. Because it's not that I necessarily prefer a linear game or a game that railroads me through one path, but it frustrates me somewhat when I find these areas, and like at the beginning when we found the quote-unquote metal flowers that I couldn't do anything about, or the ignitable crystals that I couldn't do anything about for a while. That stuff frustrates me a little bit, because I get it, I'm supposed to come back and then explore it later, but I oftentimes just forget that it's there, and I don't go back and explore it, and then I either miss out on it. It could be as minor as like a weapon, or like even just some random loot, to like, this is some game-changing lore in here, or even something even more useful. I don't know. So that's my only gripe on as far as exploration and content goes. As far as the game system goes, I had an entire rant literally on the first episode as to why I think the movement system is over-engineered, and I still very much feel that way several hours into the game. It's aggravating for me to not be able to climb certain surfaces, but then in the middle of a fight have Aloy try to climb a surface and then get hit because she's climbing a surface. That ticks me off. And also, overly dramatic jumps that don't need to be as dramatic as they are, but that happen that way because the movement system would rather you fall slightly and cling to an edge rather than successfully make a jump and land on your feet on the other side, because reasons that I still don't understand to this day. So like, overall the game is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. The movement system is just taking that edge off a little bit, and it really breaks the immersion when it's acting up, and it really frustrates me, but I'm dealing with it as best I can.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Combat is also really fun. It's just, I'm not good at it.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Well, I'm not saying the movement system in relation to Zero Dawn, because Zero Dawn had a similar movement system. I just don't... And I fought that system too a little bit, but I don't remember fighting it nearly as hard as I'm fighting this one. And it's not even specific to Zero Dawn. There's a couple other games that have a somewhat similar movement system with less freeform, like when I played Tomb Raider. It's just like... It was playing through the beginning section of the game. The tutorial essentially kind of spans into the first couple of chapters of the story, essentially. Because as you go along, you're given a new mechanic to work with. And I understand it, because they have a frick ton of mechanics in this game. But it's also frustrating in that, like, half of the first chapter was spent purely on very specific movement types. Like, I'm supposed to be able to swan dive into water if I press a specific button shortly after jumping off the edge of a cliff or a piece of rebar or whatever into a deep enough water point. I don't know how to do that. I only got to see that blip for like one time, and even in that one time it came and went so fast that I didn't do a swan dive. I just fell into the water, and that's all I do. Like, I just jump into the water because functionally a swan dive doesn't really do anything for me, right? The same thing with jumping off a wall. There's certain keys that it's like, if you want to jump to the wall behind you, don't touch anything on your remote, just press like the B button, I think it is, and you'll do a jump backwards off the wall. But if you wanna jump towards like something to your left or right, then and only then make sure you're holding the stick to the left or the right and then press A, which functionally isn't hard. It's not a hard thing, but it's more like all these little bits and bobs added up to something that felt mildly unmanageable. So like I forgot how to freaking throw rocks. I'm pretty sure I can sort of figure it out at this point, but for the most part, I don't prick anything to come near to me because I can't do it consistently. I keep pressing other buttons I'm used to using for things like that in other games that just don't work this way in this game, but I can't rebind it because there is something important still on that key that I wouldn't be able to manage on a different keybind. So it's just a mixture of things where it's like the game is so close to being super comfortable for me, it's just not there. And honestly, I can only narrow it down to the movement system, because combat is hella fun when I can do it. Like, combat is so much fun, and it feels fluid when I'm in combat, but then when I'm sneaking around half the time when I want to do, like, let's take the rock example, right? I want to throw a rock at somebody. I don't think to press the freaking D-pad to bring up a rock to throw. I automatically press my right bumper, because my right bumper, historically, in other games, pulls up a targeting reticle for my secondary, which in this case would be a rock, and then I can throw it from that point. And instead, I just end up using my melee and triggering everybody anyway, so I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Everybody blows up, and we go at it without really that much stealth. I'm getting better at it, I'm getting better at recognizing that, and you know, not doing it, but that doesn't mean it's not in some way a problem, right? Because it's a big part of being able to play the game in different formats. And so I haven't been playing a stealth format too much, mostly because half the time I ruin the stealth because the keybinds don't make sense to me. But again, I'm willing to say that this is a me problem. 100%, it could just be plain old skill issues. Something in my brain is just not figuring that out, and it's the same thing with the movement system. I just don't know what is close enough for me to jump to and what isn't, and why I'm allowed to jump really far in some occasions, and why my character can't seem to jump forward 2 steps on other occasions. You got me ranting again. But you get it. Anyways, let's get back into the story. I wanna meme on these guys. And I gotta leave in about, just under an hour.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...?
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are going to die. Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay, well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
1,000 years. Freaking 1,000 years these guys have been alive. They don't... You know, even beyond just the whole, like, anti-aging thing, like, mentally, I'm not sure I would be stable after being alive for 1,000 years. And given how quick Eric was to murder me with a smile on his face, I think that would be echoed in most of the Zeniths.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Pam, whoop-a-da.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. You're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really. Doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Yeah, I don't think they mean actual stuff like animals.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
Oh.
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I want to do this
I'll
one.
let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
I really love the Plowhorns / Grimhorns. They're one of the cooler machines. So we're gonna do this one, because I also need experience. And I also need their horns, so taking 2 of them down is actually beneficial for me, because I need the parts anyways. Oh, right. Forgot the thingamabobber. I need to restock. Medicine pouch, and then...
So you like hearing me butcher Utaru music?
I sure don't. Sound like a
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and...
ha!
Oh, yeah, I should get this one too. Hey, I can get scrappers now. Fanghorn antlers. I need 1 more plowhorn horn and a primary nerve. Don't care about wide maws, but I do want the plowhorns. You. Okay. What the heck is mustache?
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here. Regala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving. Back in the Sacred Lands. So many lives wasted. And for what?
The old ones used
The door's unlocked now.
It let them
Gaia?
experience
What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
So it's like a war room. We got our stuff, so now we can head up.
Thought those looked like snow clouds.
What just happened? Oh, was that a transition? Oh, that's a iffy transition.
Tanakh settlement. Might want to stop for supplies.
This is...
They definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind. Stay and rest, and push on.
That was the plan. You remember plan?
Sounds like there are people in trouble.
Nora! Hey! Over here!
Damn, they saw me!
You! Nora! Can you assist us with these chargers?
We're supposed to be guarding against strangers, and Nora's fighting the Charger.
That doesn't mean you can stop fighting them!
Now we have a chance.
Watch them!
Not out of this yet.
Pick your target. Take your time. Fire discipline, Hatato.
Level Hatato.
Rise to the challenge. I'll take this one out.
That's the last of the Chargers. Let's find out what those Tanakh are doing here.
Over here.
Yeah.
Next time, Hatakto, you follow orders.
I'm, guessing you're a Tanakh patrol. How did you end up in trouble with those Chargers?
You need to answer our questions. We don't answer yours.
Hatakto, she just fought on our side.
That doesn't mean she's an ally.
That's pretty much exactly what that means. And we've enough to do chasing down these Regala zealots without picking fights with Nora warriors.
Regala's Desert Tanath. We should be fighting alongside her instead of sitting this out.
Regala has forgotten her duty and let her anger at the Carja draw us into... We will speak about this later. You fought with courage and honor. You're free to go on to the Grove, Nora.
The Grove?
Our capital. If you want to spend time in this area, you'd be wise to check in with the commanders there.
If Regala's broken her duty, then why aren't we bringing her to justice?
Because we follow orders.
Strong smell.
And orders are we stay neutral in this fight.
What sort of soldier hides from a fight?
They need some time to sort themselves out. Having more fast travel never hurts. A tall neck. Can I just climb this one? Doesn't look like it's near anything in particular.
Oh, I can't see a way to climb this tall neck.
Not entirely positive how to get up to this tall neck.
Doesn't look like there's any way to climb this tall neck.
Oh, is this where I need like a bird or something? Interesting.
Stay here. Rebels. I need to get rid of their leader. Maybe then the rest will retreat.
saw something.
Maybe there's something. I'm not sure.
I see shit.
What's going on?
All clear here.
Steady now.
False alarm, I think.
We were right to have a look around.
No one can stand against Regawa. No one.
Who is that? Get searching!
There's another cauldron.
I didn't realize you were also triggered.
I found her! Aiming! Suppress him!
We're gonna play this game. At least gonna ride around.
Fire! Disalarm me, my mark!
I'm ready for you! Well, go after her! Fight me! Her! On target! Back heat up! We gotta help them!
Checker tags. These look like identification tags. I've seen Snog soldiers carry them, but never this many. The rebels must have looted them from soldiers they
You
killed.
as good as they say?
Keep them safe for now. Figure out what to do with them later.
Fire! No!
trouble now!
This outpost won't be causing any more trouble. I'll pick these up.
Okay, we gotta go override another charger, because ours is dead again. I do need Sunwing stuff, so finding a Sunwing would actually be good. Which I think is what this is, yeah. Oh. Just chilling there.
So it doesn't like purge water.
All acquisition machines killed. Acquisition machines? What did they acquire? They were just chilling there. Oh man, all the way back here. Oh, but I saved at the... Man, I saved at the rebel campfire, bro. You're joking. Oh, see, it's still there. My goodness. What to say? What's the point of a quick save if it didn't save anything, you know? Okay, let's try this again with a little less death. This is kind of cool that they just chill there, though. That is really interesting.
There's not gonna do much here.
I to keep that intact. I would love to get the resource container, but right now I don't know enough about fighting them to be confident I can do that. Contains valve resources destroyed when killed. I guess I could try to knock off the sparker. But the shield caster is key upgrade, so we're gonna tag those. And we're just gonna focus on those. 'Cause that's what I did last time and it worked for the most part. I just got nuked right after I killed it.
Come closer.
What happened? What just happened? No! What the hell? Okay, well... Ow. Got it. I can do backflips! Okay, here we go. At least we got both shield casters. We got away with some shield casters, guys. I'm gonna take it as a net win. Didn't get any circulators though, which is unfortunate. Would've liked some of those.
I'll gather these while I can.
Yeah, I will. Chargers? No. They're lance horns.
I'll save the extra stock for later. This is where Zoe said we'd find the Grimhorns she needs parts from to heal Plainsong's land gods. I should let her know I'm here. Hey, Zoe. I'm near the Grimhorn site. Can you join me?
I'll be there soon. Aloy, I'm glad we can do this together. The Grimhorns we're looking for should be just to the north.
Let's go get those control cores.
Thank you again for helping me. If this works, if we can heal the land gods, it will end a generation of suffering for my people.
How do you think Fane and the chorus will take it? They seem to think the tribe's extinction is inevitable.
I've had my disagreements with them, but I'd like to see they'll be happy to be wrong on this.
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
Crazy. Let me check my skills real quick. Uh... I don't use traps often. Can do this one though. Coils that I can put in here. Yeah, we'll do that one. That's a good one. Opens. Last. That. Why not? Oh, this one. Not sure this will do anything. It's not positive, but get the coils on this. Still following or sliding. Do that. Okay.
Acid could work against that machine.
Acid on what though? This is a lot of machines, bro.
Could use that in the fight.
Well, only way to see how bad this is gonna get is to shoot something. And I'm inevitably gonna die anyway, so we're gonna just start a fight that we can't win.
You hit the weak spot!
I can't believe that worked. Thought for sure the first arrow would fly and they'd be like, this is something I need to murder. There he goes. He's like, no, my buddy!
I guess Hephaestus was busy making hunter-killers. Do this the quiet way.
Oh, he walks through here. This is perhaps not the best spot to be at.
You found a weak spot! Make this end your trouble! That got its attention! That's it! Can you use its weapon?
They got moves!
You hit the weak spot! This one's gotta be hot.
my goodness! Alright. Well, that was the expected outcome for the most part.
It seems you have business elsewhere. I'll go back to base. Call me when you want to resume.
You do not need to go back to base, though.
There. The Grimhorns.
They're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
Killing the bird first worked out in my favor the first time, so we're gonna see if we can do that again.
Should try something other than fire.
I need to start with this and then move into this if I want to get those horn bits. are definitely the best way to go. Less machines in there.
Please, take these!
Okay, better.
Darn.
I'll head back to base for now. Call me if you return.
A little stiff. Gotta remember to stretch.
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
I am making it more difficult on myself. I am. Thank you for noticing that. I really want their horns, but more specifically, I get a little impatient sometimes, and it kicks me in the butt.
Frost would do a lot of damage.
Damn it.
Be on my feet.
Got it. Targeting that machine! Targeting that machine! A weak point! This one's a real pain!
Oh my gosh.
I'm heading back to base, Aloy. Call me when you're ready to resume.
Nah, we can do this. We can do this.
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
I'm not giving up
We'll
on
just
those
have to be smart about
horns.
this. I'll follow your
No.
lead.
I want them. I want that override. Just gotta figure this out.
That'll help a word. Careful now.
What's alerted to me? Is it the plow horn? Guessing it's the plow horn. Didn't do anything. This Frostbellow back over here like, I swear something keeps poking me, and everybody else is like, nah, you crazy.
You don't see me.
They're all like, what? Why'd this dude just keel over here? Oh, I guess it's all fine then, isn't it? Nothing to see here, guys.
Fire's not gonna help here. Give it up already.
Burn. He's far enough, maybe I can just... Got one Grimhorn. I knocked the other one off. Yay! Got 2 of them!
Lucky find.
Oh, thank goodness. Actually making some progress now. Now we take one of these and we go make that other one's life miserable. Is somewhere around here.
You hit the weak spot! Press on! Lost his weapon! Let me provide!
We did it. You okay?
A bit winded, but I'll be alright.
I'll grab the course.
Be my guest. You've got the control cores? I can take them from here.
Grabbing all this stuff.
Two control cores as requested.
Thank you. Gaia showed me a way to scan them and take what we need to update the reboot code. I'll head back to base and get started. When I was a child, there was always enough to eat. The land gods provided for us, and every season we celebrated them. My happiest memories come from those times. Do you really think we can bring them back?
We'll make it happen.
Thank you, Aloy.
So we'll probably need some time to sort through those cores. I should do something else in the meantime.
Woo. Go back to base. Restock everything again. And get that override made. So excited about the Plowhorn override. I want to override one so bad. Hey, what is with this roundabout? Just climb over. It's not that complicated, Aloy. You're right there.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. Help the planet.
I didn't get the primary nerves! Angie! Man. Need to beat up more of those things.
Decides to kill everyone. Good
a ray of sunshine, aren't you? Only for you.
Ha!
I was wondering when you'd be back.
Now that you have those control cores, are you ready to reboot the land gods in Plainsong?
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data from the cores. She updated my focus with software to accomplish this task, but apparently it's very complicated. It'll take time.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
I will.
I should probably go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be where we leave it for now, guys. I'm a little sad that we didn't get to do the Plowhorn override, but we got the horns we needed, so now it's really just a matter of getting that primary nerve, so hopefully I just need to kill a couple more of those things. But, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my content, consider subscribing so that you know when I'm online next. And if you want to check out some of the merchandise I have available, you can go to the Myth and Veil Trading Company, and get yourself a nice cool shirt or a set of stickers, etc. And again, thank you so much for my Cookie Club supporters. It's through supporters like Melanie that I continue to be able to try new games and complete new projects for you guys and help maintain the Discord. So if you want to be a Cookie Club supporter, you can always check out my Ko-fi. If you want to support me in other ways, there is the merch store as well, and of course through Twitch, if that's the way you prefer. But in any case, take care, stay safe everybody, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye!